No Vaseline was good, but it didn't hit right.
We made it something. They like the way I turn nothing into something. In the hood, got the 9 on my side, so I wish a nigga would. 3-5, roll it up just to get a
What's
nigga good.
up? What's fly? And what's happening? Welcome back, inmates. Welcome to another episode of Behind Bars, the podcast that goes behind the bars of local and international artists, as well as discusses the culture in real time. Because as I always say, a life lived, it's a bar. I am your hostess with the mostest. I Miss Playmont, and we back in the building one more again, as they say in the South. And I'm excited because we got some people in the building that is from where I'm from. One of them got the same blood that I got. One of them is just like a son to me. And so I am excited to have some Zone Boys in the house today. Come on. That's right. We done went home once again. We doing another artist showcase this week, and I'm so excited about the artists that we have here. And I'm excited about what these young men have going. So this is going to be a good conversation that we're going to have today. But before we get to that, y'all already know what time it is. It's
Switch lanes, running lights, trying to race. Man, the police got behind us, trying to chase us, but they can't. I be chilling in the track, on with K, blowing day. Man, this pain hitting deep, I'm calling bills for the drink. If you a bad...
All right. It's playtime. And y'all know what playtime is. Playtime is usually the time where play will tell you what's got his eyes, what's got his ears, what's got his heart, what's got his mind for the week. But all the time, we know the big play ain't here. And I don't know if this is if I should make this announcement right now. I feel like I should. I should make the announcement now that Big Play is fired. Big Play is fired. He has been let go. Big Play done been let go from behind bars. Now, he seemed to think he can't be fired, but I disagree. So from here on out, if you see him on Playtime, just know he's a guest. Playmont is taking over Playtime. So I want to show y'all something, because this is what I seen this week that had me kind of thinking like, okay, what's really going on? Y'all check this out.
10 best rap cities in the world right now. Let me know your thoughts. At number 10, Philadelphia, led by Meek Mill and Lil Uzi Vert. Number 9, Detroit, led by T Grizzly and Babyface Ray. Number 8, London, led by Skepta and Central C. Number 7, Houston, led by Megan Thee Stallion and Travis Scott. Number 6, Miami, led by the City Girls and Kodak Black. Number 5, Memphis, led by Glorilla and Moneybagg Yo. Number 4, Los Angeles, led by Kendrick Lamar and Roddy Ricch. At number 3, Chicago, led by Lil Durk and Polo G. Number 2, New York, led by Cardi B and Ice Spice. And at number 1, still Atlanta, led by Lil Baby and Lotto. I'm playing.
Okay. Now, y'all seen that. Y'all seen that list. Now, I got to be honest. Even though I do a podcast about music, a lot of the stuff that's out, I got to be honest that I don't particularly enjoy. I mean, I'm just keeping it real. It's a lot of music out that I just don't enjoy. The art is not there for me. The skill level is not there for me. Most of them got swag. I give them that. But like a lot of the stuff, if Play don't bring it to me, I'm really not locked into it like that. But, if he put me up on something, then, I'm tuned in. So when I'm looking at this list, just judging by what I hear like on the radio and talking to Play and doing this podcast, I don't have a whole lot of beef with this list. The one beef that I do have is, who is these Negroes from London? Who is these people from London? And I'm going to ask the artists that's on today, do they know who these guys is? Because I'm thinking like, London, I don't care. It is no way possible you're going to make me believe that London is on the list of top hip hop cities. Man, I put the Zone on the list before I put London on the list. Now, if either of these artists can tell me who these guys are and name one of their songs, I'll apologize. I'll apologize. But I'm just finding it hard to believe out of all the places in the United States. We know that the United States is the hip hop hub. It is the hip hop hub. It originated here. It got took to another level here. I don't care if you want to talk about it starting in the East, it's elevating in the West, it migrating south, the Midwest coming through. I'm just saying, I'll put some cities, man, I'll put Ben Harbor on the list. I'll put a lot of places on the list before I'm gonna let them just throw London in there. I feel like they just threw it in there to be throwing it in. I can't argue with number one, because when I think about Lil Baby and I think about Lotto, Lotto, her and Cardi, I gotta say Lotto, I think Lotto is more talented, obviously, but I don't necessarily think she's a bigger artist than Cardi. But yeah, I don't got no problem with Atlanta. I ain't got no problem. I don't know a thing about Ice Spice. The only thing that I've heard I did not enjoy, but I know that she's pretty big. I don't got no problem with that. The LA to the London. Somebody got some explaining to do. What Ricky Lucy, you got some explaining to do. I'm just saying. I ain't trying to throw shots at the people across the pond. I ain't. And I mean, maybe those guys are nice artists. I don't know. But you trying to tell me London on the list? Man, put the Zone on the list. I'm putting the Zone on the list. I'm removing London and I'm putting the Zone in the spot where London is. And that's all I had to say this week for Playtime. As I always say, you can do with it what you will, but just...
Tell me get on something, I'ma do it.
Quit playing with me. Quit playing with me. That had me a little fired up. I'm sorry. I had to speak on that. I hope the people across the pond don't be upset with me, but I felt like it had to be said. But yeah, give it up for, we don't want no beef. Give it up for the people in London. But right now, we got some guests. We got some guests in the build. Y'all, until somebody put in the chat, we got guests. Y'all know I get excited when we got guests. And we do have some guests. And our guests today, I'm telling you, when I say I'm excited about these young guys, I'm not just saying that. I'm saying that because I've seen them grow. I've seen them go from little boys to what they believe to be grown men. I can say that about these young men, but I'm excited to have them. We got none other than the Fruit Street baby, as he called himself. And this young man, he's been really making a name for himself. He's really mastered the art of the music business as a whole. He's getting himself out there. He's got a very catchy sound. He's doing music. He's doing stuff a little different than what I was accustomed to him doing. You know what I'm saying? He's out there. He running up numbers on YouTube. He come from the zone, like I say. He call himself the Fruit Street baby. I know him as Black Benji. Y'all give a warm behind bars welcome to the one, the only Mr. Black Benji himself.
Yo.
What's up, Black Benji?
What's up?
How you feeling?
Feeling good. Better than
You feeling good? That's good. I want you to shout your people out before we go any further. Shout your folks out.
Man, I can't even lie, man. Shout out to everybody from Fruit Street, man. Shout out all my brothers, all my sisters, everybody in my family. They know who they is. Shout out Coop Benji. Shout out Play, man. Shout out Rico. Shout out Fruit Street Kitchen, man. And shout out everybody.
That's what I'm talking about. Y'all give it up. Give it up for Black Benji. Now we got another guest. Can we call him a guest? We're going to call him a guest. We got another player coming through here. When I tell you these guys is like sons to me, this guy actually happens to be my son. He actually is my halfway part-time co-host on the show. He's dropping through today. He's not in studio, but he is joining us today. This young man has been he hasn't been in the music industry as long as it may sound, but when he came in it kicking the dough down, dropped that concrete rose and made me a believer. I want y'all to give it up for my baby boy, my co-host, Mr. Big Play himself.
Man, what's going on, man? You can't fire me, man. Live from the track.
Hey, man, you definitely fired. I don't know what. Dude, you definitely fired. Play. You on here as a guest. I want you to shout your people out before we get going.
Man, my peoples know what it is. Shout out to the whole campus. Too many to name, but they all know it's all love. Shout out the zone, all the way from the zone to the zoo, from the zoo to the rap. They already know what's good.
Hey! I'm a little upset.
No.
No.
Who made me before she get mad?
Benji, can you believe that? Benji.
You know Play. You know how Play is. You know what he mean.
Listen, Big Play get on here and don't shout out Play, man.
You know what? All will. I don't do that to her when she forgive me when she do poems in front of the church.
Wait a minute now, Play. I ain't never forgot you.
You forgot me the last time you spoke. I just didn't speak on it.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe. We're not going there today, Play. We're not going there. But listen, I'm excited to have y'all on the show today. And we're going to just kind of chop it up a little bit about some of the stuff y'all got going on. And I got a few questions that I want to get to. And obviously, we're gonna listen to some of y'all work. But before we get to that, I want to talk to Benji real quick. Because Benji, I don't know if you remember way back when you first started doing music. And I said, hey, man, I seen a couple of your videos. I said, hey, man, that's pretty fresh, pretty catchy, keep going. But I just never really understood what made you decide to kind of try your hand at rapping.
Actually, really, I always been into like entertainment. So I was always just like studying entertainment. And then I think like my freshman and sophomore year, I got kicked out of school. So at that time, music was really the trend. It wasn't no TikToks, no dancing, and no, Vines was out, but not really a lot of people. So really music. And my twin brother, he was making music. And, I was like, let me try it real quick.
Wait a minute. Your brother was making music?
Yeah.
He was a closet rapper. We got another closet rapper on our hands.
Wait, no, yeah, he was making music. But then, like, when I got kicked out of school, I had, I figured something out like the first couple of days. I was like, man, what I need to invest in? And I had bought a studio. And I had dropped this song called I Remember. That was the first song I ever wrote. I wouldn't even lie to you. I didn't even know that song was so good, but I got a lot of feedback. A lot of people from my school was like rapping the song to me on Snapchat. I was like, yeah, I'm just about to stick with it for a minute, At that time, I was like, yeah, I'm just going to stick with it for a minute. And I dropped a couple more songs, and I just fell in love with it.
That's what's up. So, Play. Now, I know back then, I don't know, maybe I know you did some rapping in church and stuff, but you wasn't really doing music like that. You kind of had a different path. So, and we talked about this before. When did you kind of figure out that not only could you rap, that you wanted to rap, and that you actually could maybe make a career out of it?
Well, it came to me where I, like you said, always did little rapping and stuff here in the church or whatever, just playing around. But I just didn't really have a mind or care to do it. Like it was just because just to do it. But when I was in college and I really was not during the pandemic and I really was starting to not really like football as much and really shifting out of the college mind frame. And at the time, it's just weird. My homies had just so happened to start rapping or whatever. and it was like they was always wondering why you ain't. What is you doing? Like she know you could rap. Why ain't you coming and doing what you're supposed to be doing? I'm still didn't really care to do it, but then I just was at the crib one day and they was sending a beat in the group chat and they was going on it like they was sending what they was gonna say on it. And I was just messing around and I wrote something and came on there and said something. And they like, oh nah, bro, you playing? Come on. So I really at that point I really just started writing more, started listening to beats, and really start actually developing a love for it. And then from there, once I got in the studio and started dropping and then start shooting music videos, I just really fell in love with the whole thing. And it just felt natural.
Right.
And I just felt like this, if I ain't doing
Like,
what I was on track to do already, this somewhere where I feel like I'm destined to be.
So you knew you were good from the beginning.
I knew I could put some rhymes together, and I ain't gonna say I knew I was good enough to have fans or good enough to make an impact on people or for people to really rock with me how they do and all of that. But I knew I was
Right.
good enough to like make some stuff rhyme and put it on the track,
Right.
good enough for us to listen to tight.
So Benji, I remember you. I think one of Play's first, other than what he recorded, obviously with me when he was younger. I think
yeah,
one of his first raps was on one of your CDs. Wasn't
was
it?
It was
shout
called
out
Ruthless.
What was it?
Ruth.
Ruthless.
I can't hear you. One of y'all said.
It was called Ruthless.
There you go. Sure was. Now I got to be honest, Benji. They sent it to me because I didn't know because he never really seemed that interested in it when I used to try to get him to rap. And they sent it to me, and I said, "What Benji put play on there for? He can't rap." And then my my brother Rob was like, "Hey man, hey
Yeah.
man, Blake can rap a little bit." So I listened to it. I got a different kind of you know, I got a different kind of measuring stick when I'm listening to stuff, and I was like, it's all right, but this ain't nothing he should really
The
be doing.
assignment.
She was just saying that just because it
She
wasn't what I
understand the
was doing.
assignment. She knew what he was going for. She's like, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, I got it, but I'm thinking to myself, you play football, you know what I mean? You throw footballs. That's what you do. Leave that. And then so yeah, I do remember that song Ruthless. Now I always ask the young artists when they come on here because obviously you all haven't made it to the point that you want to go to yet. But like, what is the thing that impacted you most in life that kind of fuels your creativity or fuels your desire to want to make it? Like, what is that thing? When people say, "What is your why?" What is that thing that fuel you? Benji, you, what is it?
to tell you the truth, like I said, when I got kicked out of school, but at that time I was still young, so I was taking stuff for granted. So I could say when I had my first daughter, that's when I really took it full, full gas.
Mm-hmm.
And when I had my first daughter, that's when I was like, yeah, I gotta really do this. It's because it's not about me no more. But before I had my,
Right.
I was taking a lot of stuff for granted. A lot of people was like, Black Benji, when you gonna drop another song? When you gonna drop another song? I was just saying anything. I was taking it for granted a lot. But once I had my first
Right.
daughter, I really got to studying like, how can I become, the biggest artist, or even how can I start something? Because where we from, it's not no music scene. We got a lot of rappers, but it's not actually no music. It's not no history.
Right.
We made our own history, but it's not no actual history that you could search
There's
up.
no opportunity.
Yeah. So I really started studying like how to make opportunities, how to create opportunities, and how to build off of, because a lot of people just want to go viral. I was the person like, I don't want to go viral. I just want to work hard, and
Right.
let my grind show what everything that I'm doing. That's what
And
that's
that's funny you should say that too, Benji, because Play was actually telling me that. He said, Benji is actually studying the music industry. and how to market and things like that. Like he's got that. He's so he locked into that. So you say your first daughter. So you got two daughters?
I got two daughters. I got a 4 year
Oh.
old, 2 year old. Yeah, I got two
Boy,
daughters.
moving fast.
Yeah, I've been studying. I wouldn't even lie to y'all. I've been studying for about a year and a half. My song Made For It, that was probably my first song that I dropped, like from a project or through the knowledge that I know. And I've been doing
Right.
it since. Do
That's
everything.
what's up.
I
Fake.
told you that too, ma. I told you about a year and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what's up though. So play when you get in that creative mode, when you writing something, and you send a lot of your music to me, and I like I said, I eventually when I heard that Concrete Rose, I said, oh, okay, this dude can rap. I said this dude can really rap.
Crazy.
Apple didn't fall too far from the tree. But like you said during the pandemic, I never would have believed that you would ever lose love for football. Like ever since you was, I don't know how big, that's all you talked about was football. So like, what made you let go of your first love and really cling to this microphone?
uh, it wasn't so much a process of having a shift because it was like before I even thought about. I know a lot of people probably think I picked up the microphone and then said, "All right, forget football, forget school," but it really was like it was a dragging process over a few months of me just waking up to go to lifting and go on to practice. Everything was just getting dreadful versus I was always eager to do it. Couldn't wait to get to practice. Couldn't wait to do
Right.
this. Couldn't wait to go hit the field. It was starting to become like, man, I gotta go do this. Oh, I gotta go do this versus wanting to
Ah,
go do it. So it just already was smoothing its way out, but it's just like the mic just stepped in, like it just made a smooth transition and came right in.
right.
That's a good one.
So then what would you guys say is the most frustrating part about doing music?
Me, I would say the most frustrating part is to me the most frustrating part is locking in with a producer to like really flood you really a whole package producer that's gonna flood you with beats. He really a full-time producer, not like he don't got nothing else going on. It's really what he do. So like you can really lock in on those real long studio hours or uh the studio open overnight, or you can call him. You got this amount of money, he gonna pop right up and open up. Like it'd be kind of frustrating not really having that, but like yeah, I would probably say that for me.
What about you, Benji?
I could say the most frustrating part, like I said, is just opportunity eyes. That's really all. Like really where we from, like from a lot of people, a lot of my family that live out of town and out of state, like we got a lot of talented people, like not just for music, but for everything. It's a lot
Everything.
of people, but it's just not no eyes. It's not no eyes.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. I'm not explaining it, but
No, but you saying it perfectly because I remember when we was doing music, the most frustrating thing was listening to people that done made it and knowing, man, we better than them.
yeah,
We better
Amen.
than them. Like we better than them. And so to listen to that and be kind of like, wow, like it just didn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? It
like
didn't make
like
sense.
how easy it is for me to hear theirs, and I'm better than them, and it's like you got to do all of this to get yours out.
like
Right.
they all Main Street, and we can't even get an opportunity. You know how people get say cheese, World Star Video. We don't even get opportunities around here.
No, you
Like,
don't. But one thing you said though, Benji, the right mentality that you have is don't look to go viral
yeah,
because as soon as you go viral, that's your 15 minutes and it's over.
yeah,
Build a portfolio, build a catalog, and grind it out, because when it do pop, man, you're gonna be able to look back. People gonna be saying, "Oh man, he just came from nowhere." Like, nah, bro.
Yeah.
And then that's when
No,
you got those core fans that can remember all your old music and bring it up and be like, "Y'all really late, he really been in it." And then that's how your old stuff go back and start doing numbers. That it had been out years, but you weren't on yet.
that's just that's what happened with Lizzo. Lizzo's song, that song had been out, and then all of a sudden it just popped. Like, what? And and so that's a good thing too. I would tell anybody to have that mindset. Don't look to go viral. Look to work hard and lay the foundation.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So we gonna do next is I'm gonna give Phelan a break here, and we gonna talk just to Benji for a second, and then we gonna bring Play back. But before we do that, it's time for a commercial break. Let's be honest, folks. There's only a few things in life harder than to find love. That's someone to help you move and someone to drive you to the airport. Well, now you can take the latter off that list, because 5-Star Rides have arrived to save the day, or at least your trip. 5-Star Rides KZoo is your local, reliable transportation service. With their luxury vehicles, the knowledge of traffic patterns, and efficient routes, they make sure you are on time every time. They provide local travel as well as transport to both Chicago airports, Detroit Metro, Gerald Ford, South Bend Regional, and Kalamazoo and Grand Rapids, where you will enjoy Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, Sirius XM radio, panoramic sunroof, leather interior, and complimentary beverage. So call 269-290-1331 for more info. That's 5-Star Rides, impacting lives one ride at a time. That's what's up. Shout out to 5-Star Rides here in Kalamazoo. So I'm going to play. You hang back for a minute and we're going to come back to you. Benji.
What's up?
Nah. I talked to you and I asked you, I said, Benji, what's your most fire verse? And you told me what you felt like your most fire verse was, right? And so we're going to play that verse that you said is your most fire verse. And then we're going to talk about it a little bit. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, let's go.
Looks like you lost another one.
Just pray don't lose tonight. Even though you got your shoes tied, young boy can't do right. Everybody can't move right. And I don't really want to talk tonight, but I'm gonna talk now. Even though I've seen days that you ain't talk about, everybody wanna play with me. Don't play with me. Young boy, don't play with me. Hey boy, like ABC. Everybody like 1, 2, 3. Nobody wanna come for me. Just wanna smoke drugs for free. Ain't talking about a run. And everybody don't wanna show love. And everybody want a good girl, oh well. Oh well. And say, oh well. Oh well. I'm in a hole like a pot. Everybody gon' talk when I'm not. They don't know who I am. Still answer for my bro in the can. Damn, still happy I ain't never went to jail. I ain't never took the cell. I ain't never had to pay back like Akon. But I ain't locked up. Tryna take the world over. Go around like a roller coaster. Your waist getting older and older. And you say I got the coldest shoulder. Oh well, still gotta pray. I ain't tryna go to hell. I'm tryna go to heaven. And I ain't tryna think twice. Cause I ain't coming in second. Cause I ain't coming in second. I'm only coming in first. And everybody play like the city been a curse. I'm just praying for the best, even though I'm prepared for the worst.
Looks like you lost.
Yeah.
All right, Benji, I gotta tell you too. Play said he said that song, and I ain't even just saying this because it's my boy. That song right there when I hear it, it make me feel something.
Nah,
So he kind of agreed with you. But now, what is it that you feel is so special about that verse? Why did you say that's your hottest verse?
okay, I tell you the truth. Now that verse was the first verse that I ever actually went to the studio and put my soul like punched in. You know, like actually thought about. I didn't freestyle. I punched in, thought about every verse, and I didn't really think it was my hardest song. I got it back from the studio, but I was showing people the song, and people was playing it. You know how you listen to a song over and over, and
Yeah.
it was just getting more catchier and catchier and more relatable every time I listened to it. And all my friends were showing me it. Even my girlfriend, she was like, "Yeah, this that one." And I actually listened to it and thought about it. You know, you think about the song.
Right. So when you say you actually thought about it, then I want to pull up a verse out that I heard it and I said, what's that about? Um, you said, don't nobody want to come for me. They only want to smoke drugs for free. So in my mind, it sounds like you kind of felt in a position where you didn't have nobody that was genuine. All they wanted to do was come and kick it with you, but they weren't trying to see about you.
It was
I mean, what's that about? Where did that come from?
that was probably my senior year in high school. Like I said, when I was, my girlfriend was pregnant with my first daughter. That's when I really got serious. But I didn't understand, like, the people around me wasn't going through the same situations as me. So I was getting more serious, trying to become a businessman and perfect my craft. While other people really wasn't believing in what I was saying. They was just like,
Hmm.
we just do this. Let's party. We're gonna party. We're gonna be the same people. But I was thinking bigger, like we can go to work and party forever. We could work now and party forever. You know,
Right, right.
think, man. A lot of people they just want to come around and smoke drugs because we ain't getting paid to smoke. So that's how I used to
You
think.
better tell somebody that. Shoot, I'm gonna give you a round of applause. You ain't getting paid to get high, that's for sure.
For real. Nah, for real. That people don't understand when I said that verse.
Right. I feel that though. So how has your sound kind of evolved from when you first started doing music to now? I hear a little more melody in a lot of the stuff that I hear from you. Is that the only thing um that you feel like has changed, or is there some different process that you in now?
Actually, I figured just my whole vocabulary and just how I talk because when I used to be younger, my mom used to say I used to mumble a lot, but
Hmm.
I be in my in my house. I play a lot of
All
beats.
y'all mumble. Y'all all mumble. I be telling play that when they be talking, man. Well, what is with y'all?
Yeah,
Is it the weed? Is that what it is?
be mumbling.
These guys be mumbling like them. I'm like, open your mouth, boy. What?
Said nothing.
God.
Anyways,
Yeah, that's funny. But
yeah,
yeah, so that's what's up. Now I got a question because you mentioned you have two daughters now, and so that kind of fuels your passion to
yeah.
to go harder. But as a father, what responsibility do you believe you have when it comes to the message and the imagery that you putting out? Being that you are a father, being that you have daughters on top of that, what's the responsibility you think you have?
Like my mom told me, you rep what you sow. That's what I think. Every bar that I make, I tell the engineer, you rep what you sow. I think about everything that I say, and not about me. I know I can back up a lot, but can the people around me back up the stuff that I'm saying? That
Right.
stuff that I'm doing, whatever, anything.
So,
I just think can my kids, can my girlfriend, can my mama, can they back up what I'm saying?
right,
I told
right,
them, you rep what you sow. I always want to, put out a positive image.
right, right.
You
So
know,
then, because you have smaller kids now, but I'll tell you this, and this is something that came to me when Play was little, and he started getting a little older.
Yeah.
The main thing that drove me kind of away from the things that I was doing was I didn't want to set that type of example for my son. You know what I mean? He was getting older, and I didn't want to be the mom that was in the back smoking weed. I didn't want to have him be at the park playing, and I'm, smoke bellowing out of the window of my car and while he playing, and so that's something, that I kind of talk to the young people about. I had your boy Tay Sav on here, and I told him the same thing. Be mindful of the things that you speak and the images that you put out, because you are a father and you are a role model, whether you want to be that or not just to your kids, to all kids. They look up to you guys, and so you want to be mindful of that. um what do you, what kind of response do you get from your parents regarding your music?
They like it. They like it because actually, like I said, you rep what you sow. So the type of music that I make, I actually build a lot of stuff. Like I said, interviews and a lot of positive stuff. So my parents,
Mm-hmm.
they listen to the music, but they see the results and they see everything around the music, and it's just success. So they're like, if he winning, it's good. That's all to it.
Right.
He's winning
Right.
to it. Because it's deeper than the music than me. Like I said, it's the foundation. They just see the whole foundation. Like he's building something. He's building something
Right.
that matters.
And that's what I was gonna say too. That's one thing that I believe in here at Behind Bars is I don't have to I don't have to agree with everything that you say in your raps. I don't have to agree with the images that you're putting out, but I can at least say that you working towards something that is not it's not criminal. You know what I mean? It's something that keeps you busy doing something that can get you somewhere positive. And I believe that y'all can do whatever y'all set y'all mind. I know some people say that this goal is too big, this dream is too big, but I disagree. I think I think you guys are smart enough and you're talented enough and you got good enough minds to achieve anything. So I want y'all to keep grinding, you know what I mean? Keep grinding and keep going. Now, I'm gonna talk to Play real quick, but I don't want you to go nowhere. Because we gonna come back at the end. Yeah. All right, y'all. We're gonna let Benji step out for a minute.
But I'm gonna talk now.
I don't really want to talk tonight, but I'm gonna talk now. We got to bring Play back on here because we gonna listen to Play. Let me see. If I go back to get Play and Play ain't there, y'all gonna know. Y'all gonna know what the end result gonna be at the end of this, right? Let's see. Oh.
Yeah, I heard you talking about it.
Play.
Yeah.
Same thing with Benji. I talked to you. I said, Play. Give me what you think your hardest verse is, what your favorite verse is. You was having a hard time picking, but you ultimately settled on, I believe, Big Boss. You settled on Big Boss.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is one of my favorite verses too. So we're gonna play that. We're gonna play that, and then we're gonna discuss a little bit after that.
All
right. Let's get Big Boss going. There we go.
Fuel's got that heat.
I ain't middleman and shit. If I posted, it's a hit. Had a head waiting at the ATM, don't let it sit. Moving waiting, sending shots, and I don't hoop and I don't lift. Martin Lawrence to the streets, cause you be acting like a bitch. Dog shit like Craig Daddy, you the type to make the feds happy. I been sipping syrup, moving slow, just like my granddaddy. Pussy good as fuck, but I don't call it cause the bitch niggas chatty. I don't show my hand, just know I'm up like I'm on 6 addy. Hoes love my company, a player so they fuck with me. When we out in public, keep a player, don't come up to me. Rapping like I'm industry, catch a hop and finishing. Ran me up a check, now niggas acting like they kin to me. Last I was loafing in his whip, JF Kennedy. Watch who you call your brother, paper turn him to your enemy. For every whipping little nigga, I had 10 of these. That's 100,000 that I guarantee you never see. I get bread like Sarah Lee, niggas can't compare to me. Turn around, gang, get fast money like I'm F&B. This chest, but you ain't checking me. My mama want the best for me. I been dropped out of school, so I'd advise you to stop testing me. The loudest in the room be the weakest, I don't say much. The bosses take a pay cut, I be working while you later. Shooting shots, I don't do layers. Fuck with paper, we can't break up. I'm locked in with my niggas who throw threes and I can't change up. I'm a big boss. Nigga, you ain't taking shit from me. Big money, probably why I got a nigga bitch on me. Stick on me in case one of these pussies try and switch on me. I do dirt all by myself cause they might snitch on me. I'm a big boss. Nigga, you ain't taking shit from me. Big money, probably.
Play.
That's Grease.
First of all, I want you to get some edited music. That's just like my third request. I want you to get some edited music. But man, listen. You know, when I heard this, when you sent me this, when you first sent me this, you was like, Ma, play this in your car. You know, you don't tell me what to do. I turned it right on.
Played it right.
You don't tell me what to do. Played it right there. I was like, I don't need to play it in my car. That's Grease. That's Grease. That's Grease. Let's talk about this though, because your style has definitely evolved, I would say. And not only evolved, but me and my brother, me and Piz talk about this. You kind of got, because a lot of rappers nowadays, they rap a little offbeat, behind the beat, in front of the beat. They just have a whole different style. Your style is a little more traditional, even though it do kind of got that Detroit flavor to it. But like, what are you doing now to change your style to be, because it's a little different than when you first start rapping?
Yeah. It's really just I chose this song for my favorite verse because it's really me finally finding my pocket. This is a song where I really got comfortable on the beat and really was like, you know, really having my way on the beat, doing what I wanted to and sounding how I wanted to. It was just like,
right.
Yeah, this how I want to rap. Like this where I needed to be. Like
You settled
this song,
into.
yeah, this song and like some of my unreleased songs that I got coming out pretty soon is the songs where I feel like I got comfortable with it. Like, all right, now I'm comfortable rapping.
Well, let's talk about this bar here. You say, moving weight and sending shots, and I don't hoop and I don't lift. Mm-hmm. Martin Lawrence to the street because you be acting like a dog like Craig Daddy. You the type to make the feds happy. I've been sipping syrup, moving slow just like my granddaddy. Listen. It's so much to unpack and all of that. There's so many questions I want to ask that I'm not gonna ask. But that was a pretty clever little string of lyrics. Like, what was you thinking? What do you mean, dog like Craig Daddy?
Man, this is one of them songs where I was going in there where I really had, I had the chorus down. I didn't have none of the verses down, but I had like 2-4 bars out of that first verse that I know I wanted to say. And I just had to incorporate them in. So really I went into the studio. I'm like, I'm finna freestyle the rest, but I know I gotta say this because I want to say this. So
I'm trying to figure out what granddaddy is you moving slow like. That's what, so I can tell them you talking about him. Which granddaddy? You ain't got.
We're not doing grants like that. We ain't doing that.
But is it Pat? You talking about Pat? No.
I have been watching Next Friday a lot. Like, you know, I like watching a whole bunch of movies, but I have been watching Next Friday for like a week straight. And I just kept on thinking about what Craig Dad had feeling, you know. So that's where I came up with it. You know, that's what they call it when you have it. Oh yeah, he got dog.
No, I didn't know that. That. Okay. I got you now. See, it was something that I hadn't even picked up on, but I definitely got the Friday reference. So I don't show my hand, just know I'm up like I'm on 6 addies, and then you go into girls love my company. I'm players, so they mess with me. When we out in public, keep it player, don't come up to me. Rapping like I'm in the street, catch up and finish him. Ran me up a check, now they acting like they kin to me. This is the part that blew me. Last out was loafing in his whip, JF Kennedy. And I'm thinking, now what he know about JF Kennedy? And you know how JF
Gotta
Kennedy
pay
got
attention
off.
to history class.
Yeah, okay, pay attention to history, but that's a hard bar though. You know, I get hyped up on that part.
You do though.
So
For sure.
so uh, so what do you think is just so special about this verse though? What's so special about it to you?
I think, like you say, it ain't like my hardest lyrical verse, like, but but like my wordplay on there in some areas and how I'm saying stuff different ways. Like it was some stuff that if I would have tried to say when I first started rapping, I'd have said a totally different way or like a real simplified way. So this is really me
Right.
showing now I didn't grew and can say this without saying it, or say something that string together type.
Right, right. So
And
then
it not just be as dull and simple as just like a synonym or something. Not a synonym. Yeah, synonym. Metaphor.
metaphor. Gotcha. So plus I like when you do your little dances. And so I really appreciate the video. I could have used a little more on that little part right there, but that's something else. Let me ask you this because I'm always on you about your content and the type of things you're saying. So when you're doing your music, are you conscious of the violent climate that not just that this country is in, specifically that you're in, where you live, the violent climate? Um, are you conscious of that when you constructing your rhymes and when you picking the imagery for these videos? Like, are you mindful of that, or are you just going with you going with the flow?
I mean, I'm aware of what's going on, but I don't necessarily I don't necessarily say, yeah, no, I ain't gonna do this because of this. I don't really do that, but I mean, just naturally, I probably do just off of me how I move naturally, and like I say, I don't show my hand just blowing up like I'm on six addicts. Just naturally, I might not just show some stuff just because that's me, but
Right,
I don't. Yeah, like I don't necessarily straightforward say, yeah, I'm not gonna do that because this going on or nothing like that.
right, right. And so again, like I was telling Benji about, him as a father. Now you're not a father, thank God. Um,
Thank him twice.
thank God, because play mine, don't babysit. So hey, let's put that out there to
Oh,
the little mamas. Play mine, don't babysit. Playmon got a bachelorette pad where kids are not that welcome. So let's just say that. But you're an older brother.
yeah.
You're somebody that kids look up to. What do you feel your responsibility is when the images that you put out and the content of your lyrics? Do you feel like you have a responsibility to be more mindful of that because you do have a little brother? You do have little kids looking up to you. Where do you fall on that?
I definitely think about that because I got little brothers at all stages life. Like they all younger than me, but they all at different stages. Like they ain't all close together. Like I got one that's a few years under me. Then I got one that's right under me. Then I got one a few years under me. Then I got like real little brothers, and then I got a baby sister. I got another little sister. So it's like I think about it for sure. So like I really try and have my persona in my music be young and turn, getting to some money, having his way, living life, doing this, doing that. I really
Right.
try and push that more image for myself and my music out versus all the wrong stuff that they don't need to fall into.
Right. And let's just make this public service announcement. all of those siblings that he's talking about, they're not Playmats. Playmont only got one. Those are not Playmont kids. But shout out to the Herman clan.
We got a little clan.
Yeah, we got a little clan. So, and I think I would love to see your music kind of maintain that youthful, vibrant feel like Don't Play had. You know what I mean? Even though all of the imagery, I don't necessarily agree with, but it was very much youthful, fun type of vibe. And that's what I think, we need more of. We need more vibes like that and less drill music, less glorifying, killing people that look like you. You know what I mean? So that's just me on my soapbox for the day. I'm off of it. But this, let me bring Benji back though. Let me bring Benji back to the conversation. Y'all give it up for Benji. Benji back, because I wanted Benji back for this question specifically. And I didn't want to prep y'all for this question, but this goes to both of y'all. Whoever want to answer first, y'all can hop in. What happens if rap doesn't?
What happens if you want me to go first?
Go ahead.
Whoever.
That's why I'm chasing what I'm chasing. I'm building the foundation. I'm rapping and I'm building the rap, but I'm actually building a foundation for entertainment and eyes, so we can give opportunities to everybody, no matter what you do. We want to shed light on everybody. That's what I'm building right now. That's what I'm building, because when I was younger and I was rapping, I dropped Knock It Off. I seen that it really wasn't about rap. It really wasn't about your talents. It was something that we was missing. And what we was missing, the foundation, the marketing, and the eyes. And the eyes got nothing to do with what you're doing. The eyes is the eyes. The eyes just want to see anything. So building. That's why I said we're people built with a lot of talent. So if rap don't work, I know what I'm doing next. Like I said, before I was rapping, I wanted to be an actor for real. I wanted to be an actor. That's a hard.
You're young Denzel.
Hard. That's harder to chase, the auditions and everything. But I was young, and I'm like, to be a rapper, you just gotta buy a little studio and do this. And that's what I thought all you had to do. When I bought it, I dropped the song, and I'm like, man, the world, nobody knows what South Haven is. So I gotta learn how to even shed light over here,
Right.
Focus became.
That's what's up. What about you, Play?
For me, if rap don't, I just see myself in the entrepreneurial field, building different assets and doing things of that nature, because that's really what I chase. I kind of chase that more heavier than rap at the moment, just because I'm in that stage of life of, like he said, building a foundation, getting yourself set and comfortable. Not all the way set, got to have everything figured out, but getting everything in motion and having passive income and all of that type of stuff going on. So I see myself in that type of field.
I said your grandma Darlene said I came to her house and you was looking at some stock stuff or whatever, and she's like, boy, if that boy ain't Calvin. My cousin Calvin, he's always into some type of stocks, investments and stuff like that. Now I always told Play, I said, you was at one of the best business schools in the country. And he just got a mind for finance. And so that's why I say the sky is the limit for y'all, because y'all don't just have one. Y'all just you're multifaceted in so many different ways. Y'all got so much to offer. So I know whatever the case may be, whatever the avenue is, I just see big things for y'all in y'all future. So y'all give it up for this. But we ain't through yet, because we ain't came to my portion yet. That's when we're going to get to my portion yet. But before we do, we got to take another commercial break. Where are all my hoopers at? You have been summoned to the zone. That's right. South Haven, Michigan's legendary Elkenberg Park is hosting the 47th year Bobby Walker tournament Opening ceremonies will be held August 11th at 4:30 p.m., where there will be leadership awards given, and one recipient happens to be Play My Sister, Miss Andrea Goodwin, with the game starting August 12th at 9 a.m. and the championship game being played Sunday, August 13th at 10 a.m. Also, the first 15 teams will have the admission fee waived. So if you haven't already, get your team signed up. This is the premier 5-on-5 basketball tournament in West Michigan, and you do not want to miss this. August 11th, 47 years later, see who will come out on top. Shout out to Bobby Walker and that basketball tournament. I'm telling you, if it's a Rutgers Park anywhere in Michigan, I guarantee you, Elkenberg, if you go back, Elkenberg Park has seen some of the best hoopers that had some of the best tournaments around, and it starts with Bobby Walker. So another round of applause for Mr. Walker. So I let y'all do y'all thing. I let y'all tell me what y'all think is this and what's that. Now it's my turn. I get to pick a song, one of y'all songs that I think could be one of your best. Maybe it's either going to be, I think is better lyrically or maybe a better song. But here's what we're going to do. Benji, I found this song, and I should have put my parent. Hold up, let me change that because y'all killing me out here. Y'all killing me with this. Let me go back up here and find something. Take that off. Take that off. Look what I just put up in the corner. That's what I gotta put up for y'all because y'all do a lot. Play done got nervous. He done got nervous, but that's all right. I found this. Benji.
Let me see. You gotta be a little nervous.
You know we love to fuck it up.
I do it.
You know we love to fuck it up. Fuck it up. Fuck it up. You boys, you really on that shit, we let it fuck it up. These niggas tryna knock me off the bitch, but I ain't fucking up. Mama told me stash up on my shit before you fuck it up. Really run that shit up to the sky so we can fuck it up. Country boys, you really on that shit, we let it fuck it up. These niggas tryna knock me off the bitch, but I ain't fucking up. Mama told me stash up on my shit before you fuck it up. Really run that shit up to the sky so we can fuck it up. I'm foolish, told my mama I ain't losing. Never ever gonna trust a hoe, cause when you get it, they choosing. Put it all in my music, take it L, I'm refusing. On the block, we coolin'. Head game so exclusive. Niggas know I'm getting to it. Something ain't she gon' do it. Claim against better prove it. Get the money, go stupid. Mouth still, we muted. Fruit Street, we looted. All the drugs, we booted. Fair say we amusing. Fuck it up. You know we let her fuck it up. Fuck all that shit. Fuck all that.
Nah, see, listen, Benji. Now, I appreciate it. I can see why you picked the song you picked. But to me, lyrically, that song, them is the best bars. Them is the best bars right there, Benji.
I was feeling like playing that song.
What you think, Play?
Yeah, them is best lyrical bars for sure.
The best lyrical bars, yeah. I think so too. I was listening. I'm like, I wonder why he didn't pick this right here. Because
yeah,
that's Grease for real. That's old Grease.
That's it. How old is that song?
That was about 2018, 19 when I dropped that song.
18.
It was 2018. Yeah, I had to be 2018.
Okay.
Junior year.
Yeah, it was like a two after I dropped Knock It Off.
Yeah. So that's I will pick that one. So Play. Now I was having trouble. I had a couple I was going. Well, I'm just gonna pick one. Whichever one I hit, that's the one we gonna go with.
Yeah, I pay homage. I'm really a rookie, but bitch, I'm a vet. Once I get a few mil, I'ma give me a vet. I done said it before, we ain't aiming at checks. I ain't famous, but yo, bitch, she throwing the net. Once I get it, no sitting, I'm all about business. I do what I do just to give me a check. I get it, go up to the ceiling. Don't want to fear me, just show me respect. My city is love, but you know it be hate. These bitches be digging, they know that I'm great. Put pressure on niggas, ain't showing no grace. When I was done hungry, ain't throw me a plate. Now I'm on top and they want me to feed them. Ain't stressing my bitches that's showing they cleavage. These niggas be broken, it's easy to see. He act like a bitch, just call him a deal. It's almost the summer, don't know how I'm coming. These bitches be nothing, but I always want something. These niggas be bumming, ain't making no money. I started with nothing and made it to something. They see us in back-to-back floors, we litty. The bands make a dance, they ain't doing no gritty. I'm sipping on paddle, I'm sipping on Henny. And sick of the Hemis, I need me a Bentley. I know that they sick and they tired that I do it. Roll up a wood and I vibe to the music. These niggas won't cop and they actually losing. Show me the back, I'ma actually move. These niggas ain't tough, they just capping their music. They running their mouth, but I actually do it. They talking about passion, but I actually move. We talking about rap, I just laugh at it. I'm sick of these niggas and all the bad business. I'm trying to get millions, I'm hatching my chickens. Ain't worried about bitches, I'm thinking about riches. I hit it, no tricking. These bitches be dicking, these niggas be goofy, they acting like groupies. I'm feeling so groovy, the lie got me moody. I'm foolish, she lose me, my better some Gucci. My feet is a band, ain't marching on unity. I'm humble like baby, this shit going crazy. Was looking for slots, now they looking to pay me. My shit, it be dope like it came from the haters. I'm deep in that water, don't need you to save me. I came from the Hemis and went to Mercedes. I'm fucking with rubbers, ain't looking for babies. I got me some sauce and I start going crazy. These niggas be hating in private, they play. But shit, it ain't stopping my shit, I be popping. I came from the bottom, I lived in an apartment. We gamble like we in Las Vegas, Nevada. My mama still working, that's why I go harder. The streets got me smarter, I live for tomorrow. Was down, but I hustle, they mad how I got up. Give me some money, that's what I had thought of. My niggas, that faucet just dripping like water. I'm high off the weed, I'm moving retarded. My bitch is a barber, I swear she the hardest. It's only the family, I know that we got her. Don't take disrespect, that's how I was brought up. The hustle that's in me, it came from my father. He just like his father, that nigga a bitch. He posting them guns, I know that he snitch. Fuck all the ops, they mad, we rich. Bitch. Play. 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 Yeah.
Play.
Yeah, that's Grease for real. That's old Grease too.
Hey,
Go crazy.
hey,
I ain't heard
the way that climb, that right there, that's climbing play. Now, see, to me,
Yeah,
I think
you might got me with that one. You might have pulled one out the vault on me.
Yeah, I think that's a better display of your talent.
Yeah, it display how I can climb from.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that when you say I came from the bottom, I live in apartments, we gamble like we in Las Vegas, Nevada. My mama's still working, that's why I go harder.
The streets got me smarter, I live for tomorrow.
Yeah. That one to me is a better lyrically, just the other one is kind of fly, but that one right there I think show you a little more of your skill. What you think Benji?
No, I like that track. I wouldn't even lie to you. I ain't heard that one, but that one was like that. Hey, hey, that one was like that.
She pulled that one out the vault. A lot of people probably ain't heard that one.
I like that when he said, "I roll up the wood and I bop to the music."
You should have videoed that one.
I swear I might have to, because that's one that a lot of people probably overlooked.
That way go
get
crazy.
A chance to hear. Because I ain't had a platform. I did know.
Yeah. But y'all did y'all thing. I'm telling you, Benji, like I tell Play. I told Play this. I told two things. I told Play this. I told Sav this. I told Bonnie G this. I tell everybody this. Get some edited music. Not just for me.
Some radio.
But yeah, for other places where they could play it and not have to bleep everything out and lose the flavor of the song. So that, and the second thing. Now listen, we ain't had a good zone anthem. And I'm saying this. I don't care who agree with it or not. We ain't had a good zone anthem since The Truth Is. The Truth Is. And you know why? Because we ain't had a collaboration like that. Now, I said Tay, Play, and Benji. I could just hear Benji making a fire hook. I can hear, like, that would be crazy, stupid, Benji. Now, I told Sav he couldn't get it done. I told Play he couldn't get it done. Benji, can you get it done?
I can get it all done, video and everything.
Come on, man. Somebody.
We can do it at Bobby Walker. We can do it at the Bobby Walker.
Really?
For real.
I'm telling you, y'all got a few weeks. Do y'all know how that would go so hard that would go crazy, stupid hard. Benji, I'm putting it in your hands.
I've been telling people we only need 1 day to do it. We're gonna do
That's
it.
That's all you need.
1 day.
1 hour.
Man. So Benji, I'm laying it on you to make it happen because I've been saying it now for about 3 months.
August 12th, we can do it. I got the
camera. Y'all heard that. Sav, you heard that.
August 12th, we can do it.
August 12th.
Shoot, that's how confident I am about it.
August 12th. We done made the date. August 12th. You heard it here first. You heard it here first. Behind Bars is breaking news. Big Play, Tay Sav, and Black Benji is finna drop the first zone anthem since the truth is.
That's history.
That's history. That's history. Listen, before we get out of here, we do got something that we got to do. We got to get some money away, right? So we've been building the jackpot for July. We've been building it all month. And the way we build it, I don't know if you're familiar, Benji, the way we build it is each week we ask questions, the guests answer the questions, and we add money to the pot. And then people qualify by following the page, liking the live when it's live, commenting on it, and sharing it. And so throughout the month of July, we've been keeping a tally of all the people that have done that. And now it is time to find out who the winner is. Let's go. Let's see.
You don't know where I'm from. My state pimp slapped the man. You see the handspring coming, cap, pack your straps. Get back. You really think it's all to the good? M-I-C-I. Do it all for the hood. Code red. The game is on terror alert. You might escape the message, but the carrier's work. Deliver hurt.
So here we go. Here we go. Here's there we have it. Tiffany W. Tiffany Whitfield is the winner of the cash prize. Tiffany, you have won the jackpot. The jackpot is $135. You can put some gas in your car. You can get you some lunch at work. You can do whatever you want to do. But for being a faithful viewer and for being a certified inmate, you have won the biggest jackpot that we've had here on Behind Bars. Y'all give it up for Tiffany. Here's the thing, Tiffany. You got 1 hour. You got 1 hour. 1 hour to claim your prize. Tiffany, if you don't claim your prize, and when I say claim your prize, what you have to do is tag Behind Bars on your page and send your cash app. You have 1 hour to do that. Tag Behind Bars podcast page and send your cash app, and we'll get that over to you. Miss Tiffany Whitfield, y'all give it up for Tiffany Whitfield. All right, y'all. Well, this is it. This is the end of the show. Before we go, Black Benji, tell the people what you got coming up, any projects, any shows, whatever you got going on.
Got a project releasing this month, a little EP called American Dreams. Be on the lookout for the release date within the next 2 weeks. Video August 12th, and hopefully 2 video shoots will play and Tay Sav on August 12th.
Thank you. I'm counting on you, Benji. I'm counting on you.
Make it happen.
You gonna make it happen. Play, what you got going on? What you got coming up?
Man, I got a few singles coming out, a couple music videos. Be looking for Big Play and Look Smooth, Playing This Smooth. Me on my own track, Straight Through. Me and Benji and Tay Sav video August 12th by me. There's a lot of grease coming. This mixtape will be here by August.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So I just want to thank y'all for coming through, for taking time to chat it up with Behind Bars. And I want y'all to know, obviously, Play, that I'm always rooting for y'all. I'm always cheering for y'all. I'm always in y'all corner. And if there's anything y'all ever need regarding your career, holla at Playmine. Holla at Playmine. Y'all give it up for Mr. Black Benji.
Yeah.
And Mr. Big Play.
See y'all, man.
That's it, y'all. That's all the time we have this week. We had a good show, and we definitely appreciate these young men for coming through and chopping it up with us. Y'all stay tuned to Behind Bars because we got a big show coming up. We looking at Lil Durk song, All My Life. I heard that song the other day, and it may not be new, but it was really the first time I got an opportunity to listen to it, and I was really moved by it. And so we going behind the bars of that, and we're going to have a special guest in to help us break those bars down. Remember to go and like Behind Bars podcast page, because as I said, the Behind Bars page is going to slowly be phased out due to, issues that we have with Facebook. Remember to go follow the YouTube page because we need subscribers on YouTube. Remember to look us up on Instagram. It's all Behind Bars, and it's all going down with the podcast that goes behind the bars of local and international artists, as well as discusses the culture in real time. Because as I always say, a life lived, it's a bar. We out.
No, these niggas cannot beat me. Don't know why they keep on trying. I'ma keep on grinding. Your boy gon' be on TV. We came all the way from nothing, turned it into something. No, these niggas cannot beat me. Don't know why they keep on trying. I'ma keep on grinding.
No Vaseline was good, but it didn't hit like.
Turned it into something.